Rzeczpospolita today is at Semicon Europa 2025 in Munich, one of the top conferences for semiconductor industry. And now my guest is Laith Altimimi, President Semi Europe. Good morning.
Very good morning, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. It's good to have you here. Invest in Pomerania. We are talking Polish pavilion that they are running. Invest in Pomerania has been semi-member just for 3 years, yet they seem to be the most active region in CEE when it comes to investment promotion.
Yes.
At Semi Europa, they are running the Polish pavilion. As I mentioned, we are in now. Do you see them becoming for Poland what Silicon Saxony is for Germany?
So absolutely, I think when you said like 3 years we have been working together, but if I look at the progress that has been made, in terms of where Pomerania stands, really represented at almost every semi event. This is not only in Europe but also in Taiwan and so on. They are really truly representing Poland and the Polish ecosystem. So I very much, although there are other hubs, like last week I was in Łódź, so there are other hubs, but my recommendation was like really copy what Invest in Pomerania are doing, because they are really making great progress, and I can imagine them to be, as you mentioned, like the Silicon Saxony of Poland. Absolutely, yes. I think they have very clear vision, a clear drive, and in collaboration with SEMI, we have made this progress exponentially faster.
And leading European Semiconductor Conference, ISS, is coming back to Sopot in March 2026. Why did you choose Tri-City agglomeration again for a second year in a row? And so what feedback did you get from participants after ISS 2025?
Yes. So generally the main reason we generally move ISS, because it's an industry side symposium on 2-yearly basis. Moving it every year doesn't make business sense. So we had already reached the agreement with the Invest in Pomerania team. We would have in 2025 and 2026. To answer your second question, the feedback was very positive after this year's ISS, and we expect an expanded in terms of attendance and participants and level of participation. So the feedback has been tremendously positive, and the ecosystem also supports that. So we're looking forward for an ISS in Sopot in 2026.
Looking forward to have you there.
Thank you.
Looking at megatrends in the industry, we've seen several mega projects in Europe unfortunately slowed down recently. Do you think the European industry can still achieve at least partial independence in chip supply?
So independence, I wouldn't use that word, because there is no ecosystem can be independent. I think more resilient supply chain. Europe absolutely is working on that.
Let's say resilient, yeah.
Yes, because at the end of the day, the industry is global, and if you look at the word that is being most commonly used is collaboration. So collaboration is absolutely paramount. It's truly mission critical. But it is also true that Europe has invested in innovation and manufacturing. Now we need to invest up the value chain, in design,
and
AI chip design.
Nearshoring.
Exactly, in design, in advanced packaging, so that we have a more resilient, less dependent on the geopolitically induced disruptions.
And SEMI isn't just about helping member companies connect. You also work closely with national and EU governments. What are the biggest challenges and what strategies? Przepraszam, jeszcze raz powtórzymy to pytanie, bo się zapędziłem. SEMI isn't just about helping member companies connect. You also work closely with national and EU governments and universities as well. What are the biggest challenges right now, and what strategies do you recommend to policymakers to overcome them?
So there are, as you've heard, there are really global industry challenges. One is geopolitics. One is the AI energy compute, the power demand. One is the talent, the skills that are needed to fuel. So the current industry is exceeded, as of today, it has exceeded 700 billion global revenue, which is absolutely on track for even to exceed 1 trillion by 2030. Now, the next milestone being set by SEMI is 2 trillion by 2040. So this is the AI which will transition into quantum computing. So in the technology and the innovation, we're absolutely very strongly positioned. This is true. I think we need to look at the quantum computing, that the compute power demand that is needed to be able to handle that data generation. And I think it's a great opportunity for Europe to work together, to collaborate together, so that we can remain competitive. It is true, other regions are moving at a much faster pace. But if you look at this year's Semicon Europa now, many government officials are attending here, from ambassador level, from European Commission, we're honored to have from European Parliament, so that they listen to the industry in order to shape the European Chips Act 2.0. And this is key. So scale up of investment and speed of implementations are absolutely crucial.
About perspectives for Europe semiconductor sector and for the perspectives in Poland, especially in Pomerania. I was talking to Leith Altimimi, President SEM Europe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.